Are you looking for a Jungle Scout review? Stick with me today and you will not be disappointed. Welcome to Tropical Income. Today I'm going to be telling you more about a Jungle Scout review. Now, there are various parts and pieces to Jungle Scout. I like to start by explaining all of the different parts and pieces, and then I'll give you a further breakdown in the rest of the video. Stay with me to the end to understand what the web app is, probably the most complicated part and the most expensive. So, digging into this, what is the Chrome extension? The Chrome extension simply is a way to download a Chrome extension to your browser, go to Amazon, type in a keyword and search for that keyword, and then the Chrome extension, you turn on the Chrome extension and it populates, it shows you a large amount of data, and I've gone over that in some other videos and I'm going to show you an example very soon. But basically, it's a fast way to see what is going on in the marketplace for that keyword. I love that product. I use it. As you can see here, it is on my browser. I have paid for it. I actually paid for the Pro version a long time ago. I still use it, and it was totally worth it for me. Of course, as you're starting out, there is a light version. It's only $97 and it's a one-time fee. To me, these are no-brainers. If you are an Amazon seller and you don't want to be paying recurring monthly fees for other products, get this, it's a one-time hit and you're good to go. I bought this over a year ago and it's still serving me well, and they continue to make it better all the time. That's a shout out to Jungle Scout. Good job, guys. All right, the next thing that I want to go over a little bit is something called the web app. The web app is actually just a website. They call it a web app, but it's really just a website. And there's different tiers inside of this web app. The tiers start with this thing called Startup, and it kind of ladders up into these other versions. Now, I used the standard version for about a year. I paid for it, and it was a really cool tool. I literally played with all of the features, but if I'm being totally honest, I did not even use any of the products that I found through that product. In the end, I felt like these tools that narrow down the market for you ultimately put you into a category of thousands, I don't know, hundreds, thousands of other people that are using the same tools and finding products that can sell, and then ultimately a flood of competitors jump in. I see it all the time. So yeah, I did find a bunch of products that would probably be great, but as I look again today, those products have tons of competitors. So you take it with a grain of salt. These tools are powerful, but everyone has these tools. And just by paying all this money, it doesn't mean that you're going to have that big of an advantage, because a lot of people have the tool now. All right. Now, the real main difference though between Startup and Standard is something called Niche Hunter. I'll give you more information on that as I get over to this third tab. But the thing that I love about it is the product database and then the product tracker. And I'll show you more about what that is. But I wanted to dig in again and show you some examples of what the Chrome extension is. Now, I've done 2 previous videos on this already, and you can go watch those other videos and get a more in-depth view of what that is. But in this video, you can see a similar screen that I have from my other videos. This is a search results page for garlic press, and there's some product information here, the brand, the sales rank, the sales, the unit sales, and this is monthly, and I don't think I explained that well in my other videos, so hopefully you're watching this video having some aha moments. This is monthly sales numbers in a snapshot. And then this stuff up here is limited to the Pro version, and particularly this part right here, this opportunity score. It's pretty cool. It basically has an algorithm that analyzes all of this data and spits out what kind of demand, like what kind of customer demand there is and what kind of competition there is, giving you a ultimate score. And I actually like this as kind of a snapshot for a specific keyword. It's based off of the keywords that pulled up on that first page and also the second page. You can take it with a grain of salt. I sell products that are in high demand, like in the 3-4 range, and it's expensive and it's hard to rank. I would prefer now, as I continue to grow my business and my brand, to get into products that are higher in the actually lower in the competition range, in the medium demand range. As you get into the high demand range, everybody sees those and everybody thinks, oh, I have to sell products that are in high demand. And everyone gets in and everyone is competing with each other, and before you know it, you have high competition. So this is a learning process for us all, and I don't particularly love getting into high demand categories. That's just been my experience, but you can take that with a grain of salt as well. This is the Jungle Scout Chrome extension. See, they call it Pro, but this is the Chrome extension. All right, now I'm gonna give you a little bit more information on what is the web app. Now, the web app starts with a product called, or a feature, I guess, called the product tracker. You can kind of see here. It's kind of hard to read, but basically you can build, this is the product tracker's next. This is the product data set, and you can go in and create all of these filters. Well, I want a product that has at least 50 reviews. I want a product in the beauty category. I want it to be at least $15 up to 50, blah, blah, blah. And you kind of create all these filters, and you click the go button, and it ultimately spits out all of the products that currently exist on Amazon within those parameters. Good, bad, or ugly, that's what you see. Okay, I called it the wrong name. It's called the product database. That's what it is. The product tracker. Once you find a product that you think is interesting, you'll want to add it to the product tracker. Inside of the product tracker, Jungle Scout starts to get more specific with the tracking of the sales and units of that product. Whereas normally Jungle Scout is giving you a snapshot of sales. Don't forget that snapshot. It's not always correct, because sales go up and down on Amazon. If you base all of your information off of that snapshot, you could be in big trouble. But anyway, the product tracker gets you more information, gives you more detail over time, and I actually really appreciated that product. As I was starting to figure out what niche to get into, I added all my competitors in there, and it started to really give me accurate information. I also found there were certain products that I was considering getting into that sales tanked, and having that tracker was nice because I could actually see over time what was actually happening. That's the product tracker. The niche hunter, very similar to the product database. Kind of weird how similar it is, but instead of giving you just a list, it seeks to rank those products through the filters that you chose, and it gives you a kind of a, I think it might even give you like a green for go and like a yellow for not as good, and maybe a red for terrible as far as competition goes. It's been a little while since I've used it, since I paid for it for a year. But that one's kind of good as you start to narrow in your results and you're trying to figure out quickly what you want to do. But in the end, in my opinion, the product tracker and the product database are really powerful tools. And in my opinion, that's all you really need to use. Unless you're trying to be lazy and the Niche Hunter kind of makes things lazy for you. But product research is anything but being lazy. You really have to become a master, and you don't want to just let some software do that for you. Again, web app, that's what we were just talking about now. Then the Chrome extension, that's what we talked about first. There's all this other information you can see here. It's kind of funny. They compare Jungle Scout to these competitors. Back again to the pricing, which we had just talked about. I personally don't feel like I need the Niche Hunter, so if I ever go back to the web app, which I may sometime soon, I'll probably just do the startup because frankly I don't need the Niche Hunter. So it might be a good way to start though as you're getting started. But anyway, this has been a Jungle Scout review, and I hope it is helpful to you because Jungle Scout is infinitely powerful as you're learning how to sell on Amazon. Product research and competition research, competitive research is critical. You can't just jump in and expect to sell anything unless you do your research properly. Please give me a like, give me a comment, share. Let me know what you think in the comments below, and subscribe to my channel. If you've stayed with me this long, I could help you too. If you need any help, let me know in the comments below. I'm here to help. I'm really doing this to give back to the community. So again, thank you for being here, and talk to you in the next one.